Hello, my friend. Today, our journey takes us to the sun-drenched and fertile landscapes of the American West Coast, a region that serves as a fruit basket for the entire world. Here, across vast, meticulously tended orchards, a year-long story of patience, science, and hard work unfolds. We are going to explore the art and industry behind two of America's most beloved fruits. Our adventure begins in the golden valleys of California, the undisputed kingdom of the plum, before we travel north to the cooler climate of Washington, home to the crisp and elegant pear. This is the story of two different orchards, two different fruits, and the incredible journey from a delicate blossom to the sweet, juicy perfection on our tables. Our first chapter unfolds in California, a state that produces an astonishing 95% of all plums grown in the United States, spread across 125,000 acres. The life of a plum orchard is a long-term commitment. When a new orchard is planted, typically in the fall, farmers know they are making an investment in the future, as it will take a full 4 years before the young trees yield their first commercial harvest. The care during these formative years is constant, but the true work begins when the orchard matures. Each winter, when the trees are dormant, a crucial process of sculpting takes place: pruning. Skilled hands carefully trim and shape the branches, not just to control the tree's size, but to open its canopy to the sun and air. This strategic haircut ensures that sunlight can reach the developing fruit the following summer, increasing its sweetness and color, while improved air circulation helps prevent disease. It is an art form as much as a science, setting the stage for the abundance to come. As mid-February arrives, the orchards undergo a breathtaking transformation. The bare, dormant branches explode into a sea of fragrant white and pink blossoms. At this critical moment, the farmer's most important partners arrive: millions of honeybees. Hives are brought into the orchards to perform the essential task of pollination. As they flit from flower to flower, they ensure that the blossoms will set fruit, the promise of the coming harvest. During this delicate period, the young shoots are also protected from pests and aphids, often with probiotic sprays that safeguard the tree's health without harming their bee collaborators. For the next 3 months, the California sun works its magic, swelling the tiny green fruits into luscious, jewel-toned plums. When harvest season arrives, the orchards buzz with a different kind of activity. A workforce of some 9,000 skilled pickers descends upon the trees. Fresh market plums are picked entirely by hand, a labor-intensive process that requires a gentle touch to avoid bruising and a keen eye to select only the fruit that has reached its peak of ripeness and flavor. But not every plum is destined for the fresh market. A special variety, often the French prune plum, is cultivated for a second, sweeter destiny, to become a prune. These plums are harvested and transported to processing facilities where they are first thoroughly washed. Then, they begin a slow transformation in large ovens, where low, steady heat gently dehydrates them over many hours. This process removes the water but concentrates the fruit's natural sugars and deepens its flavor, giving the humble plum a second, delicious life as a pantry staple. As the sun-drenched season of the California plum winds down, our journey takes us north, following the coastline to the state of Washington. Here, in a cooler climate shaped by rich volcanic soil and abundant water from mountain rivers, another iconic fruit reaches its peak of perfection: the pear. Washington is the pear capital of America, growing over 75% of the nation's entire crop. The state's unique geography, with its warm, sunny days and cool nights, provides the ideal conditions for developing the pear's signature sweetness and crisp texture. Like plums, the trees are pruned in winter and require pollination in the spring, but the pear harvest holds a fascinating secret. Unlike most other fruits, pears do not ripen on the tree. If left to ripen on the branch, they develop a gritty, mealy texture around the core. Therefore, The skill of a pear harvester lies in picking the fruit at the precise moment of maturity, when it is fully grown but still firm and green. This is why the harvest is so labor-intensive, with workers often paid by the bin, rewarding their ability to quickly and accurately identify the pears that are ready. Once picked, the pears are rushed into cold storage. This chilling period is not just for preservation. It is a critical step that is scientifically necessary to trigger the final ripening process. After their cold slumber, the pears are brought out and are now able to ripen perfectly at room temperature. This is the magic of the pear. Its journey to peak flavor happens after it leaves the tree. This is why we buy firm pears at the grocery store and let them soften on our kitchen counters for a few days. At the packing houses, the pears are gently floated in water channels to avoid bruising as they are moved along the line. Optical scanners sort them by size and quality, and they are then carefully packed by hand into boxes, ready to be shipped to markets across the globe. From the sun-ripened sweetness of the California plum, picked at its peak of perfection, to the autumn crispness of the Washington pear, which completes its journey to flavor in our own homes, we see two remarkable stories of agricultural dedication. These fruits are far more than simple commodities. They are the delicious results of a year-long partnership between dedicated farmers, unique landscapes, and the intricate science of nature.